All right, so we're recording. All right, so I wanted to do a little like PowerPoint that I made, just to grab some screen shots of my Instagram mostly. My Facebook, I really just do the same stuff on my Facebook, honestly, because I just don't have time to make different stuff for Facebook versus Instagram. And I've just heard a lot of people do that, and they say it doesn't really hurt their engagement on Facebook, so it's fine. So I just picked some stuff from Instagram of stuff I did when I first started coaching, when I literally had no idea what I was doing. Sorry, this is not. It's like
you're laying on it. Yeah, that's
not working. Okay. So I did some really hilarious posts, and I wanted to just touch on a couple things. So I'm going to share my screen, so you're probably not going to see me anymore. So you guys can see what I did. I'm going to present it. My teacher in me time right now. Okay. All right, so there's actually this website, and it's called, I think it's called like later.com, and it tells you all about the social media like trends that are happening, like the algorithm basically, like how do you get more engagement on Instagram. If you go to later.com, it tells you like everything that's going on with social media. I realize that. So how often should you be posting on social media? So this is like a big question that even us, like people in Boss Babes, like I hear a lot of the upline coaches talking about this. Like, should we be posting like a lot? Should we be posting once? Like, how much should we be posting? And really, that later.com website said, honestly, it's up to you and what your followers like. So just play around with it. Like if you post, I only post once a day because that's really all I can put out right now is once a day. And it seems to be fine. But like some people do fine with skipping days, like every other day. Some people have to post like 10 times a day, depending on like what their content is. So just play around with that. But they said on this website to always make sure it's quality content over quantity. So if you're just shooting out like 15 posts a day, but they're like crappy and have no value, then that's almost worse than just posting maybe once a week a really good quality post. So whenever you guys are posting on social media, always think quality over quantity. And anything that doesn't really have like a whole lot of substance or could be summed up in your Instagram stories, people really watch Instagram stories, I feel like, more than scrolling through their feed. So just always toss it in your Instagram stories if you're not sure. So this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you guys how to make your photos better. So how to make your pictures stand out and pop. Make sure you focus on your lighting, changing up your backdrops, things like that. I'll show you some pictures of some whatnots to do and what looks good. And then content quality. So we'll talk about like the different types of posts that you do. Don't just post to post. And then the visual, content quality. So like how to get that spacing on Instagram, because I know that's annoying to post like a big long paragraph and it looks like crap because you can't space it out. I'll show you guys how you can get the spacing. Okay, so I know that this was in the new coach training, but if you haven't downloaded Snapseed, make sure you download that app, because this was what I did today. I took a picture of myself drinking my Recover, and you can see this was not edited at all. This was just my normal picture. And then I put it into Snapseed. This is like, you'll see a lot of my posts kind of look like this, because I like it. And so you'll find your filter that you like. So I've been playing around with Snapseed a lot. And I feel like I always resort to kind of this, like, I don't know what you would call it, but this kind of filter. So Snapseed does a good job of saving the filters that you use. So I can just reuse this filter and not have to like go through and tweak a bunch of stuff if it looks good. So seeing the difference between the two pictures, like I would post this on my Instagram stories maybe, but also I would definitely post this on my feed because it's like clear, it's got my vibe. And it's a lot better than just this normal, my lighting's like really crappy in my kitchen and stuff like that. So here's an example, like this is my style, what I use. So it saves it right here. This is kind of in the way. Let's see if I exit. Of course it exits out. Let's try that again. Stupid things in the way. Okay. Anyways, here is my filter that I use. So you can see the difference between the two, and that's the last edit. So play around with it. Find something that you like. You can see I did this one. I do this one a lot because it makes your muscles pop really well. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, don't they want to see like the real you? That's what your Instagram stories are for. But your page needs to have like polished. I guess it doesn't need to. I guess it just depends on what your followers like. So play around with it. Do like a really polished picture and see if you get more engagement than if you did a not polished picture. Maybe your followers like more of like a real picture. I guess it's just up to you. My followers for sure like this kind of stuff more than they like to see this. That's just what I've been finding on my personal page, but your followers could be completely different than mine. So just test it out and see what they like. Word Swag is another app that I use all the time. This is how I make like these fun little quotes on my pictures. And this is also how I make all of my cover photos for my Facebook groups. What's really cool about Word Swag is there's a Facebook cover crop that it does for you. So you don't have to like go to Canva or any kind of crazy website and it takes forever to do it. I just go to Word Swag and I literally typed in, I think, fitness. And this picture was there, so I selected this picture. I cropped it to be a Facebook cover photo, and then in Word Swag you can type whatever you want. And I just typed the name, and you can do all these fancy fonts and fancy colors. And then this is what I use for our group. And then that's also what I use to make my little pictures for our challenge group. So like this bonus day, day 27 daily check-in, that's all from Word Swag. So this is something, especially when you start doing your own challenge groups, is going to be a huge, and if you want to throw in any cool quotes on your pictures and things like that. That's your Word Swag. Here are some what not to do with your photos, okay? These are so bad, you guys. But it's fine. I was learning. I mean, it is what it is, and it's funny because even if you post really awful stuff on Instagram, that doesn't mean you've like ruined and sabotaged your Instagram or your following. Like I posted like this for a while, and people still followed me, which I don't know why, but they did. So just be aware of your lighting. So like you can see here, like in these two, my lighting is awful because the windows are in the back. So whenever you're taking like a video or a photo, I would if I ever did this room again, I would spin myself around the other way to where my camera would be not facing the windows. It'd be facing the other direction. I didn't know this at the time, but the lighting is so much better when you're not standing by a window. If you're standing, I guess you could say the window, it would be in front of you instead of behind you. So these are awful. And don't put these big words. I don't know what I was doing, like writing this word in front of my face. You can't even see me in there when I'm doing my jumping. This, once again, like terrible lighting. I don't even know what I'm doing. I put comment below with an emoji. Like, why? I don't know. So don't do that. And then another thing, you guys have heard this a million times. Don't have Shakeology and all that in your posts. Also, I'm pretty sure I just put drinking my yummy chocolate shake so good. Chocolate lover. My shake helps my sweet tooth from going crazy. Like, it's just, there's no real information in there, and it's just so ridiculous. So don't do this. Take your time and really try to get good lighting and actually have a purpose to your posts. Like, I don't know if any of these even had a purpose besides me looking silly. So that's the next thing is purposeful posting. So when you are writing out your posts, speaking to your avatar, so I'm always speaking to moms almost every single time I write a post. So here I put, if you're a mom who feels like they have no time and energy. So like really hitting those like key words that moms are super used to telling themselves is I have no energy and no time and no interest in taking care of myself. I have a kid, whatever. And really speaking to that person is great. But this is another thing I'm going to talk about. is I hadn't discovered how to make spacing on my posts yet. So yeah, this was a really good like post in terms of talking to my avatar or talking to my person, but it's like so crammed. And I know myself, I hate reading. And if I see like a giant paragraph, I will not read it. Like I refuse to read it. But if it's broken up into really small chunks, I'll feel like I can read it better. I don't know. That's just me being a lazy student, I guess. But I don't like that chunk, and it looks so much better. So I'll show you an example. And you can see this was one of my really engaging posts. I had like 202 likes, and I wish I would have taken a picture of my comments. I'm pretty sure it had like 29 comments on it or something ridiculous like that. So before and after pictures, you guys, you need to be posting them like once a week. And go and find like your pictures of you when you were pregnant, or pictures of you right after you had your baby, or pictures of you when you were at your heaviest, or when you felt the, you know, most awful about yourself. This was me right after I had Cameron, at a wedding I had to be in, which was terrible as it is, and had to take a picture. And I thank God saved all of these pictures. So that's another thing, is take as many before pictures as you can, even before you start a program, in different outfits in different places, because then you have like endless amounts of before and after pictures. So like here's another example. I used my pregnancy picture, which you can see huge difference. This was one of my really engaging posts. I got 281 likes, like 1 million comments on it. And this had a good message too, except you see how bulky this is. I'll show you how to do that spacing, but I'm basically relating it to, you know, no cutting foods, no gym membership, no crazy calorie, no quick fix, you know, just a mom working out in her basement. Once again, focusing on moms. And then just kind of talking about my story, talking about how busy I was. And then really at the end of your posts, especially your transformation posts, you need to have some sort of invite or some sort of call to action. So you'll see it pretty much on all of my transformation photos. I don't really do an invite on every single post I do, but whenever I post a transformation photo, you'll see every time I post, you know, comment below to get more info, or send me a DM, or, you know, I have some form of like, this is how you can get connected with me. So make sure you're doing that, especially on those transformation photos, because people love those. And this is what I'm talking about. These happen to be my most engaging posts. I recommend posting transformation photos once a week, and post different transformation photos. Like take a picture, like show a transformation photo of your arm, like your bicep, or a transformation photo of your face, or a transformation photo of your leg, or, you know, different body parts even could be cool to do to change it up. So it's not like a full body every single time. I'm trying to get better at doing that. Take them in different outfits, change it up a little bit, and talk about all types of transformations that you're going through. And then feel free when you post a transformation photo to go live about it later in the day. Be like, hey, I posted my transformation photo. I wanted to kind of give you a little background on, you know, where I've come from, or, you know, how far I've come, or something like that. So that could be a good example to do. Okay, here is where you can make your spacing in Instagram. So if you go to appsforlifehost.com, I saved this as a bookmark, and it's actually saved as an app on my phone. This website will allow you to type your post here, and you just click convert and copy to clipboard, and it will copy it for you, and you just paste it into your Instagram, and it will space it out for you real pretty. So you can see here's a post where I didn't use it, obviously. And it's like really chunky paragraph, not that fun to read. I would definitely skip over this person's post if I saw that. And then I posted this I pasted it into the converter that adds the spacing in. And this looks so much nicer. And I've put some emojis in there to make it more colorful and pretty. This is more appealing for people to read, and people will most likely read this versus reading that. So I would definitely go to that website, bookmark it on your phone so that you can just use that whenever you're going to post to Instagram. So another thing, posting is great, but lives are even better. I've been trying to go live on my Instagram once a week and my Facebook once a week. And on my Facebook, that has been huge. Like I had 9 shares on something the other day on Facebook. It was like the weirdest live video ever. And then on Instagram too, people are constantly popping on and commenting, and they really can relate to you more with lives. And like last night I went live I was just sitting in the living room with my family, like doing nothing. I just decided to go live just to show people, you know, my family and things like that. So it doesn't always have to be some like big long thing where you're cooking something. It can just be you out with your friends or your family doing whatever. People want to see what you're doing. So go live. It gives you practice, especially if you're camera shy. So if you're really nervous about posting on social media, I know this sounds backwards, but you need to go live more. It's going to give you more practice talking in front of people, make you more comfortable. People love seeing you being real, and messing up is real. So when you're going live and you mess up, people actually will relate to you more than you being like a perfect robot all the time. So that's another good thing about going live. Pick a day of the week that you can pop in live. So I try to do every Wednesday. Sometimes I don't get to do Wednesdays, but I try to do every Wednesday. That's just my day in which I want to go live. Do part of your workout live, cook something live, go live at a fun event. So if you're like a concert or an amusement park or something, I don't know, go live. Some people would love to see that. Go live when you're out with your friends, show them your friends. Go live when you have a question about something. So if you're unsure and you and your husband are having a debate about something, go live about it and have the debate live. And people would love to give their opinion. Go live at the grocery store. I went live at the grocery store the other day, just taking people through what I buy, because I get questions all the time. You know, what do you buy at Aldi? I want to know, give me some recommendations when I go. So I went live at the grocery store. People looked at me and thought I was weird, but whatever. Go live when you're on a walk. Sometimes things come to you when you go on a walk in the evening, and you're just like thinking about stuff. Take your phone, and if you think about something that's really sticking with you and you have an idea, go live about it as you're taking that walk. Your life is not boring. People want to see you being you. So just keep that in mind when you go live. And that's that. Those were just things I was thinking about today as I was going through my social media. And some of that stuff is new to me too, like the spacing of the wording. I just started that. Like if you look at my Instagram, it literally like the last like 3 posts, I started using that. And so that's been different too. And definitely pay attention to your followers and what they like. So if you post something and you used a certain filter and for some reason you got a ton of likes, maybe try that again on your next post just to see if was it the filter or was it the wording. So it's really about all testing it out and seeing what your people like.
That was very great to see.
It was good.
Yes, because I feel like my beginning posts are just like yours where the lighting is terrible.
Everyone is.
And that actually reminded me when I started doing the training, I remembered they were like, don't ever use like a Snapchat filter on your face. And literally like 20 minutes before that, I had just posted a picture of myself with a Snapchat filter. I'm like, no, I have to go to
okay. Oh my God, no, me and Nick were literally cracking up the other day because I went all the way to the bottom of my Instagram, like way before I was even coaching, like when I was just normal life Instagramming. Literally all of my posts have one word, and they say like, I had a picture of like a tree, and it was the worst picture ever. It was like so stupid, and it just said fall. Things like that is just, yeah, and I had 0 likes. Not one person.
Yeah, I don't even want to look back at mine.
Oh my God, it
doesn't exist.
It's so hilarious. I deleted some stuff because I was like, this is really like
really bad.
I don't
think people are scrolling
No.
You have to be a real creeper to get to that one, but.
Right. No, seriously. Oh my God, it's so bad. No, and I did that. I mean, you don't know, and you get better as you do it. Like, even from 2 weeks ago, I was looking at my posts from 2 weeks ago, and I can even see a difference.
Yeah.
Between today's posts versus 2 weeks ago. It's just, you just keep learning and figuring out what you like and stuff.
Yeah, and when you start, everything seems so overwhelming because you have so much to learn and so much to do that you're like, wow, my Instagram sucks. Like, I'm never going to be good at this. But, like, I feel once you get a handle on what you're doing and you have a plan set up, then you can actually start focusing on what your posts actually are.
Yeah. As long as you're showing up.
There, but,
Right. As long as you're showing up. And, like, that's what I said. Like, I posted the most ridiculous stuff, and my Instagram went from 150 followers to almost 3,500 followers. People, yeah, your content probably wasn't the best, but people still are interested in what you're doing, regardless if you look like an idiot or not. Like,
right.
You know, there's still gonna be people into you and interested, and people like to see you grow too. Like, I had somebody reach out to me the other day and said, wow, like, have you changed from, you know, a couple years ago to now? It's like insane. And so people like to see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing, I was gonna recognize Elise because she is Emerald. So I want to say congrats to her. So I'll post this recording in our group. So congrats, Elise. You're doing so awesome, and I hope you can jump on soon for our call because I want to congratulate her in person for sure. So that's exciting. Okay. I was thinking next week's call, I would do, like, we'll do an all about inviting thing. So I was going to go through my, my personal invites that I've done and just take screenshots of them and make like a PowerPoint like I did tonight. And just so you guys can see, like, I'll try to find successful ones, like where I had people actually buy and sign up or whatever. And the ones that I'm sending out for coaches, like I've been signing some, like, pretty good amount of coaches in the past couple weeks. So I'm going to go grab some of that kind of stuff, and then we can just like talk through it. And then we could possibly like send out 3 coach invites together and like 3 challenge group invites together, and just like talk through it. Like, okay, I said this, is this cool? And me and you can do that together. I think that'll be something really good to do.
Definitely.
Okay. And you had some questions too.
Yeah, mine was about Instagram TV. Like, I just don't know what that is. I just haven't had a chance to really check it out.
Yeah.
Is it just like kind of like live, but it stays on there?
No, it's like YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So you have to record. The only thing is you have to record straight up and down. It won't let you post stuff that's recorded like side to side.
Okay.
You have to record straight up and down. And I think there's a time limit. I think it's like max like 8 or 10 minutes or something.
Okay.
8 or 10 minutes. So it's like they want it to make it feel like you're watching TV, you know, but it's like YouTube. It's like you have to pre-record it. It's not live.
So it's like episode, like they stay on there though, right? So if anyone wanted to go back and see, so it seems like a little episode of some kind.
It's cool. I want to use it. I kind of want to make like a theme.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what.
I understand that struggle. Yes.
I want it to be. Like I shared like how to scrunch my hair.
Yeah.
And I did my anorexia like
yeah, I think I saw that one.
Story thing. I don't know. You can try it out.
It's just like people getting to know you on a even more personal level, I feel like.
Yeah, because like, you know, or live goes away, and then Instagram stories, I mean, you really only have like 15 seconds because people forever and listen to whatever. So
okay, cool. I'll check that out.
I think you could use it as to share, even just people to get to know you, like you said, like, okay, I'm going to share this about me that you guys don't know.
Right.
That could be cool.
That would be cool.
It doesn't even have to be health and fitness related. It could be about like anything. Like this is something, you know, to get to know you better. I think that would even be better than posting about health and fitness on there. I mean,
Yeah, because
go ahead.
it's like the same thing over and over. Like my lives and my story and my posts are all going to be health fitness stuff. So doing other things on the Instagram TV thing would be cool.
I think you should do like a I don't know, some type of session with Elizabeth, like make it cute. Like I know that people on YouTube, like this one girl had 2-minute Tuesdays, and every Tuesday she would only literally, it was like a 2-minute video about just her and just like whatever she's got going on. And I was like addicted to it. I like couldn't stop watching it. It was like the silliest stuff.
Yeah, but people are nosy. They love to hear it. Yeah.
I was like, what am I watching? But it was good. She kept you hooked. So you could think of something like that even.
Yeah, I'm going to think of something like that.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. All right. I don't remember my other question.
I think
it was pretty much like, I was happy we're talking about the social media stuff.
Okay.
I love all the training on Instagram I can get, so.
Okay, good. Yeah. So next thing I wanted to do is let's put a timer on. What is it? It's 9:35. Oh crap, I need to charge my computer. And I say let's just go and invite. I'm gonna put a timer on for like 10 minutes. Let's just see how many people. So before we start it, I need to get my charger. God, my son's gonna freak out.
Go get your spots off the table if you're thirsty. I don't have any milk.
Do you have time to do this?
Yeah, I'm good.
What?
Your camera's crying.
You want to watch Secret Agent Puppies?
Where's my charger?
Oh, how to spell it?
Here it is.
Bubbies.
Sorry.
Bars. Okay. You want to watch that? Okay.
All right, hang on one sec. I got to put this show on for him.